you believe that he will pull off this upset in New Orleans?
I don't, and I do think it would be an upset, not just according to the odds makers. I expect the Saints to win. I'm going with the Saints, and I don't see a shellacking either. First of all, the Saints are at home, right? And I want to, I want to mention.
Does that mean anything this season?
I want to answer two of the points that.
Right.
A little bit. It means a little.
Okay.
And Stephen A., I expect Breeze with his full complement of weapons and that defense that has twice so far pressured Tom Brady to do it again and win the game.
Skip, if you look at it, his two worst QBR games this season came against the Saints. Yep. He had a QBR of 6 in the last game. They lost 38-3. 5 of his 12 interceptions against this team. I think this is the matchup that suits the Saints really well in what they do offensively and defensively, and they'll be ready for the challenge. And I believe they have the offensive firepower. Because, Skip, again, I tell you, their defense could be had. Their defense, I've been telling you, Skip, I see some things. Even when they blew out Green Bay, I say, Skip, I see some weaknesses.
The reason I feel good about being on the Saints side of it is twofold. One is about New Orleans and one is about Brady. I have to give Brady credit. He's been exceptional this year, except for against New Orleans. Show the numbers. Can we just put it side by side if we could real quick? That would really, really concern me if I were a Bucs fan this weekend, because, Brandon, I don't know why that's going to change this weekend.
So what do I always tell you about Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.?
You ain't gonna bet against it.
The one man in sports I do not bet against would be that man. But he's the one guy you wouldn't want to mess with in a third game. So I'm giving him a shot just because he's Tom Brady and just because I believe he's playing at a little higher level than Drew Brees is right now.
Woo-hoo! But I can't pick Tom Brady this week.
Oh, here we go, Max.
I can't do it. I usually don't do this. There are exceptions to every rule. And Aaron Rodgers qualifies as the exception.
Wow.
That bad man, the brother, my brother from another mother, I'm rolling with Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
You know why, Max Kellerman? Because it ain't even about Tom Brady. I'm rolling with Aaron Rodgers the rest of the way. I'm rolling with Aaron Rodgers because I want to see him against Patrick Mahomes, okay?
Green Bay, I think, is the best team left. They've had a different leading receiver in each of their last 3 games. Aaron Rodgers, by the way, is very rare. You get all the upside with 11 total giveaways this season. That includes the playoffs. They just don't give you opportunities. Number 1 in the NFL. So Brady's the way you lose. He won't get the ball much. Packers win. It's the game I'm betting. It's a 3-point spread. I think Green Bay wins and covers 33-26.
Oh, Rodgers better win this game, Stephen A. He better win.
But is he going to?
I think he will.
That's the question.
I think Rodgers. I think the Packers' defense has been playing better and better.
Yeah. We don't have to get into that. And so for all those reasons, Wilds, like, I do think the Packers are going to win, but I also think that this is, you are not going to duplicate what happened in their first meeting because Rodgers doesn't throw pick sixes.
I'm going Rodgers. I expect Rodgers to be spectacular. And for the most part, he's been spectacular in every game that he's played this year, with the exception of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The notion that because, okay, they beat him down in the regular season, Skip, we see that's not always the case because we watched New Orleans beat Tampa down twice. But Tampa was a different team the second time around. Packers, I'm going to go Packers. I'm going to go Packers. You know, just so I don't get the tie, I'm going to go Packers 33, Bucks 25.
By 8.
I'm going to go by 8.
Okay. And I'm going to reiterate my motto when it comes to Tom Brady. There's one man in sports I will never, ever bet against. I believe Aaron will be under fire and under attack more than Brady. And I will give you this. If Brady's under fire and under attack, you'll be correct. But his offensive line has gelled and clicked and come of age right before your very eye. And I believe that Aaron will go down 3 times. I think he'll get hit 4 or 5 other times. And the result of that will be Tom Brady 30, Aaron Rodgers 28.
Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
I have more proof Kansas City's better than Tampa because I saw them chew them up and spit them out in Week 12. I'll take Kansas City. 31-24. I've just got more proof. More dynamic, more wins off a bye, more capable of blowing out Tampa because I've seen it. Less chance of a quarterback struggling early. Mahomes over Brady. More pressure hurts Brady more than Mahomes. And there you have it.
31-27, Molly's right, but it's going to be the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is going to do exactly what Dan said he has to do. He's going to be Superman.
Listen, I'm taking Kansas City. I took Kansas City back in February, March, April, May, June, July, August. I'm sure as heck not going to turn my back now.
But I'm going with Kansas City. 38-34. I think that Tyreek Hill is a monster. I think Travis Kelce is too. And Patrick Mahomes is the one throwing them the football. I'm going with Kansas City by 4, 38-34.
They are not even as good as the front four
They looked like it last
Chiefs
week.
faced in last year's Super Bowl. So this idea that all of a sudden the Chiefs aren't going to be able to move the football, I just don't acknowledge that as really a possibility. So what's more likely? A Chiefs blowout, because they were this close to blowing them out once already. And the last time the Bucs had the ball with a chance to take the lead in that game was the first quarter. So to me, that's clearly the answer, a Chiefs blowout.
But Skip, I'm taking the Chiefs because it's hard for me to see a scenario in which the Chiefs does not get 30 points. I watched Washington turn the ball over with their backup quarterback that was taking online classes. He got 23. My homeboy has scored basically, what did he got? Averages 34 points in his playoff career. 6-1 in his playoff career. He's gotten at least 31 in every single game except the game that he got hurt the first drive of the third quarter against Cleveland. So I'm going to take the Chiefs. I got them winning 38-34, and Mahomes is going to be spectacular.
There is one man in sports I do not bet against, especially when the stakes are highest and the pressure is greatest. That man is Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. I say that Tom Brady will swallow his ego in ways that Andy Reid will not be able to. And for once, he'll say, this game is about playing keep away and letting my defense play the game it plays the best, which is take away. And I believe they'll mix in a blitz here or there, but mostly they're going to play cover 3. I think they're just going to play safe defense where you can't get behind us. I believe Vita Vea and Sue will have their impact, blowing up the pocket from the inside out. And I believe he won't be able to escape as usual because those two guys can run on the flanks. So I'm not going to back off. I'm going to pick Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. to do it once more, to do what he has always done in Super Bowl games.
Just as I predicted for Brady on Undisputed before the season started. Life begins at 40 for Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
I need an arm and leg. I need an arm and head. Cardi and love it, leg. Arm and leg. Head and check.